But I'm getting Apple News notifications from, like, The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, about Michael Oher and The Blind Side. Apparently all a lie. The movie, completely fabricated. And you know what? I was not familiar with the ins and outs of Michael Oher prior to the movie. I knew a little bit of the story, but, the ins and outs and ups and downs, and it seems as if nobody else was either, apparently, based off this filing in the Tennessee probate court earlier today.
Yeah.
However, when I first watched the movie, a few things stood out. The first one, VJ, was, when in your life have you seen or heard of a woman built like Sandra Bullock yelling out the window of her car in the middle of the night to a man built like Michael Oher?
Yeah.
Then they're supposed to be at this prestigious, high school, right?
Yep.
Okay? I believe it was called Briarcrest, if my memory serves. How come Sandra Bullock got to walk onto the field, her high heels, to go tell him how to get the quarterback? Felt funny. And now we see just how funny it was. As Michael Oher was not adopted, he was entered into a conservatorship at 18 years old as a legal adult at that point in time, a la Britney Spears, allegedly, according to the court filings. This all has to be proved out. However, Leigh Tuohy was her name. She got paid.
Yep.
Her kids got $250,000 apiece.
Don't forget about the husband, Sean, good old dad.
He got paid. Yeah. Michael Oher says he didn't see a dime. Why we're talking about this today? He filed the lawsuit today.
Yeah.
Very popular movie. She won an Oscar for it. Sandra did. But here we are talking about Michael Oher, who, you know what? All-American, Super Bowl champion,
yep.
First-round draft pick. But I have to give credit to where it's due. I did see this tweet by Verts. He's a Yahoo football writer. He said, they really did have Michael Oher out there like Patrick Starr from SpongeBob playing football.
Yeah.
And it really was. Like, I would have been furious if it was me in that movie. But it turns out he was mad and didn't even get paid.
Not only that, man, I'll go down a different rabbit hole with this one. This is egregious as hell. This is disgusting. This is embarrassing. This is criminal. Like, this is criminal. You can't lie. We can lie now and say that we've adopted somebody. I didn't know that was the case. And then we can reap the benefits of a side deal from the movie that made $300 million, and we're going to get some bread from it, and y'all don't give him nothing? This is taking advantage of the homeless. He was a homeless kid. You took advantage not only of the homeless, you took advantage of a young black kid and like really rode him to financial freedom, pretty much, or financial advancement, and he got nothing out of it. I don't want to care. I don't want to hear about his contract. I don't want to hear what he made in the NFL. He should be making more. He should have had more. This is crazy, dog. Like, there's got to be some way that some type of charges or something can be. You can't lie about adopting children. Like, that. This can't be it. And then to scam him into signing the agreement, which basically gave them all rights to all his financial business money-making ventures, and not telling him, not giving him nothing, not even a fried bologna sandwich and a pile of chips and a Capri Sun, bro. I don't get nothing. Like, this is bad. Like, the Manziel thing was funny to me. Like, the kid comes up with the idea that, hey, we got to figure out what to tell him about hiding all his money. We're going to say his family's from oil. And he's from Texas. No one's going to really deny it or really research it, which they didn't. That's why we didn't find out until we watched Netflix last week and watched the Manziel Untold Story. And then here we are with this story today. You mentioned Manziel. That became hilarious. It became a joke in the comedy world on stages where I performed. People were clowning him. But this right here, man, this is bad, bro. This is crazy. Like, this is criminal. And I hope I'm going to follow this closely, being that they struck a deal. Martin, they all got $250,000 each. The two kids, the mom, and the dad. They all got broke off,
on top of that, 2.5% of future defined net proceeds.
Yes, absolutely. And she has and listen, that's not it. She's now a motivational speaker. her whole life after she met this guy is a lie. I looked it up too. The average motivational speaker in America, $61K to $91K. You can ask for anything from $1,500 to $5,000. So she's still reaping benefits off of this fabricated story even today, and he's retired. He don't even play no more. And they still make him. This almost sounds like the record business. Like, goodness gracious, man. I'm calmed down now, but when I saw this earlier, someone on Twitter asked me about it. I said, I'm gonna watch what I type right now because I don't want to get canceled. And I hit send and I left it alone. I'm more calm now, man, but bro, this is criminal.
Michael Oher accuses the Tuohys of never taking legal action to assume custody from the Tennessee Department of Human Services before he turned 18. He signed into a conservatorship, which is not an adoption.
No, at all.
Flat out not. And it's like he said he moved in. He told that he was encouraged to call him mom and dad. Again, he was a homeless kid at the time. So kudos to you putting a roof over somebody. Said, however, I mean, Lord,
do you even get kudos for the reason you did it though? I don't even think I could say that. I don't even think I could give these two people that. Well, you gave them a roof. Come on, and you scammed them.
And the thing was, he was a great high school football player prior to, in spite of everything that was going on in his life, in spite of, you know, being homeless and having to adjust and manage what that life is like. He was already playing high school football.
Yeah.
And this movie made it seem like she just picked him up on the side of the road.
She introduced him to it.
And he was like, hey, you big 6'4", 300-pound, 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with tackle football?
In the rain.
I think you might be interested. You've got the body type. So what I wonder what Leigh Tuohy goes around. What do you think her motivational speech, you know, what is the genesis, the thesis of it? You know, she's like, hey, if you drive around rural Mississippi, you too could find a big black man on the side of the road.
Dog, don't even get me going there. You speaking of when we spoke about this earlier through tweet, our group, text chat that we have, and she needs to give that Oscar back. She needs to give it back. I don't want to hear, oh, she played the part. No, dog, if she got any real heart, if Sandra Bullock is this American sweetheart, loving character and actress that we have loved all the way back to Speed, all the way back to Keanu Reeves on a bus, then the real thing to do would be like, listen, okay, I want it, I know. But the real thing to do is to say, yeah, I can't in good conscience accept this now, knowing what we know now. Like that, yeah, you need to give that back, mama. That's cool. We know you're a great actress. We know you won the Oscar. But the act of it, I think, would go a long way.
So I feel you. I hear you. I don't necessarily agree with you.
Most don't.
But I would say this. I wouldn't give back my award. I'm not giving back my award by no shot. Okay? I want it. It's mine, damn it.
Okay.
You have to pry from my cold, dead fingers. I'll be like the Houston Astros. I'll be banging the trash can on the way, making fun of all of y'all. I want it.
They still got that ring on their fingers.
However, I would say this. Michael Oher, according to him in the lawsuit that he filed, received $0 from this movie. Write him a check.
If you're who, Sandra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
You got it, man.
I like now. If you do that, then I'll back off the Oscar thing.
Yeah,
but if you gonna go sit in the corner though, and you're not gonna say anything, nah. That's not how good human beings conduct themselves. Sorry, that's not.
Write him a check. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Write him a check. Write him a check.
Cut him for whatever he lost.
He's doing fine. I saw Bird Box.
Oh, I didn't see that, man. Because people started driving around blindfolded, walking around blindfolded. It was,
I just remember that when Bird Box was coming out, everybody was like, "How come they don't just stay inside?" Then COVID happens, and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
I was supposed to stay inside, shelter."
Well, trust me, I saw all the rave about it. I saw all the tweets about it. I saw all the stuff on social media about it. And it just, when I went to look at the movie and read the description, it just didn't grab me at all. Then I saw people doing all these crazy things off the movie. And it's like, well, if this movie's making people do stupid stuff like that, I don't I don't really want to, I don't need to wait. It's like that Pokemon game that came out on your phone and people were walking off cliffs in the middle of the night and walking into trenches and stuff, trying to chase all these Pokemon things. And guys go, you never played, what was it, Pokemon Go or something? You never played that, VJ?
Hey, man,
no,
look,
not when I hear people are walking off cliffs.
I found out that
and
you
walking
had to go places to play this game. I was like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm cool.
Like, unless they're having to be Pokemon around my job.
Yeah. Going to the woods to find these extra. Nah, I'm good.
Brandon just popped in my ear and said, how about, Leigh Tuohy cut the check? That's what he's suing for, Brandon.
That's what he's suing. That's what he's suing. She owes too. They all four should have to pay him $250K, and if they can't, then they need to take whatever they have. They need to go do a search and seizure and seize their possession. If you live in a big house, you got a Ferrari, you got a Lambo, something. Nah. That's coming over here. That's going to him because you scam this guy. Like, that's illegal. This is criminal. I don't know if it'll ever get to that, but you can't lie and say you adopt a kid. I know there's got to be some law against that. I'm not that much out of the government realm that I like to stay away from. But I'm pretty sure you can't lie about adopting a child and then stealing money from them, tricking them to sign something else. That's another thing. When he goes to sign, what are they telling him he's signing? That's the part I want to know, too. What are they telling him he's signing? You got something? No. I thought you were pointing to the screen. Okay.
No, to the point of your point there. Again, these people bring him into the home. They're calling him mom and dad, right? According to the court filing, the woman's name who brought forth the conservatorship papers was called Aunt Debbie.
So
wow. It's like it's being
they got another made up person. Wow.
Well, I imagine she's an actual person actually named Debbie. But the idea is you are presenting this scenario in which it feels like you're at the Thanksgiving table, and in reality, you're at the conference room table. All right, yeah. You need lawyers, not turkey.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We need to have some legal documentation going on here, not who would like something to drink.
I'm gonna follow this tightly. I'm on this story because this is criminal. There needs to be something. Some big-time lawyer needs to step. I need to see some big-time entertainment lawyer on my social media feed in the next 48 hours who has decided to step in and take this further than where it's going, just filing in Shelby County Court in Tennessee.
We'll see what happens. But, again, I knew it was funny as soon as I saw it. So what is this little Sandra Bullock doing over here with this big old Michael Oher? I don't buy it one bit. I don't buy it.
What if it's crazy? What if we find like they scouted? They like this was a plan from the beginning. Let's find a young kid. Let's see what they like. Let's scour all these kids, right? You find one, okay. Let's go after this kid. He's homeless. He football. We can do this. And we get. What if this was just? Oh my God! Like, yeah. Sorry, that's where my brain goes, man. This wasn't by chance.